need to invite?
We need to find a tank.
Fighting something?
Yeah, I'm just killing a boar just because I was bored. Huh, no pun intended.
Wasn't Daz the one that you were going to make that 12 slot box for?
Yeah, it is.
I made bags for him yesterday.
Oh, did you? Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dallas proud. Made my own bags.
Nice.
Cool. So explain to me one more time how y'all remember Joppa saying, are we just gonna have one path, right? Just one crafting? Or is there gonna be like something else that we can do with it?
What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand the question.
So like if we do armor crafting, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't do cooking, or
So I
we
don't
can't
know.
do jewelry.
I don't know that he said for sure how it's going to work, but yeah, there's going to be some kind of um, thing where you have to choose. I don't know if it's just one, because I don't know if it's like Vanguard, which obviously it doesn't have to be, but if it is, there was like um, there's a game frequently asked questions professions in their Discord. Dayhawk says, just FYI, we can look at that. You can look at that if you want to. But like in Vanguard, if you chose to be a blacksmith, you could do you could do armor smithing or weaponsmithing, and you choose one of the two, but you'd still get some of the other recipes. So like they were connected, but not. But you still had to choose. I kind of think this is what Lotu said, and I think she might be right. That it kind of seems like cooking may not be one of the professions because it's not the same. You don't have to have schematics for it or anything.
Right, right.
So I think cooking might be separate, and gathering, but yeah. So we'll see. I don't think he said for sure, but yeah, there's some kind of thing where you have to choose for sure.
My only concern is like if I'm blacksmithing and then some of the sub breakdowns require me to go do actual alchemy.
Yeah,
So like will I be able to do just the level 1 stuff, or will I have to rely on somebody to make my
think you'll
sub
have to
breakdowns?
rely on somebody else. That's again going by the way Vanguard was. Um,
Yeah.
and it was yeah, you would like you for mine for what am I trying to say, for blacksmithing, for like weaponsmithing, you needed a tailor to make some of the like the grip for you, part of the grip for you or
Right.
something.
Okay. Well, that
So
works though.
the only
You
tank
can like
on is
pay
in
somebody.
that other group. Oh, there's another one.
Well, that works though. I guess that brings the market, right? Brings the community
Hmm.
together
Right, exactly.
for buying things like that, or even if they, because I know they were talking about having like a market, even if they had just like trade, just like crafting type stuff for only the
Hmm.
market, right? I think
Right,
it would be pretty cool. Somebody to make like shield handles or something like that. Just
right.
giving an example
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
that you could go on the market and pick up a couple shield handles because you needed them.
I wouldn't mind like having like an auction house, but maybe limit it to you can only list like 2 items or 3 items or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. I just think I like the fact like the EC tunnel, like EverQuest, where you sit there and sell, but I think it would be better if they had that like a global chat, so that way everybody could see what everybody's selling. You don't have to
Yeah.
waste, because like me being a
So,
casual player, I never would sit in EC for hours just watch the market.
right. So basically, like a auction channel is what you're saying.
Yeah, so like, because like right now people are auctioning, right, in the
Hmm.
auction channel. If you're in ABP, you can't hear anything that's going on in real fast.
You're cutting
So
out,
if it
but
was,
I didn't realize that. I thought that the auction channel was global.
is the auction, is it?
Oh,
I could
I
be
don't think
wrong.
it is.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. But something like that it would be better. And then especially like when they get all the links in and stuff like that, where all you got to do is just see what you like and click it to check the stats and whatnot. I think it would be helpful.
Jayhawk says one equipment profession: blacksmithing, woodworking, outfitting, and jewel crafting. One consumable profession: provisioning and alchemy. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Dayhawk.
But like blacksmithing, can you do armor smithing and weaponsmithing if you are a blacksmith? That kind of a thing.
Yeah, because there's armor smithing and there's weaponsmithing,
Right.
and then there's like blacksmithing just to build tools.
Right. Well, that would probably that'd probably go under weaponsmithing, I would guess, but I'm not positive, of course. But like outfitting could be like leatherworking and tailoring. That's the way it is. That's
Yeah.
the way again, the way it was in Vanguard doesn't mean it's going to be that way in this game. But that's what I'm going by. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Right. But the way you speak on crafting in Vanguard, it seemed like it worked. So
It
I think
was
they might
it was not
dig
just
into that.
yeah, not just my opinion, but a lot of people's opinion. It was the best crafting system in any MMO ever, or
Oh
one
wow.
or one of. It's very highly regarded. Yes,
Which one?
Okay.
Vanguard. And Dayhawk says the way I understand it, yes, you take blacksmithing later. You pick between armor and weapons.
Okay.
I'm gonna AFK a second and get a drink and stuff while we're looking for a tank, if we're even looking for a tank.
I don't know if we are. I haven't seen anything out there.
Hmm. We did a few minutes ago, but yeah. I'm gonna do this just because I can. Look at that. You guys like that? Look at my stream.
I can't. I'm in the Discord. We got to be
Oh,
right back screen.
I did. I gotta be right. I'm all fancy. I'm all professional.
I'm all fancy. Nice. I like it.
I got my second account set up finally.
Nice. Yeah, I heard you were talking about that a little bit earlier. How they took
Yep.
a long time, but they finally replied. So you got it all set up. Nice.
Yeah, and I just got to set it up on the other computer.
I'm not big on boxing myself.
I don't know if I'm gonna do a dual box or not. Kind of thinking just use it as a transfer and maybe a bank.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Like a transfer between all your friends. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yep. Yeah, I could. If I really wanted to, I could sit there and program a auto reply program that allows you to walk up to and get transferred automatically.
Hey, that'd be cool. Hey, man, you know all about that stuff, huh?
Yeah, I know how to program in for a certain program called AutoHotkey or Auto It.
Did you see that program I sent you? I had it backwards. It wasn't sticky keys. It was like key sticks or something like that. Key stick
Yeah.
or something like
It looks like it's just mainly to go keyboard to
controller. Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of nice that it's free. It's still
Yeah.
updated. That's the key thing, is I found some of them out there like that are no longer updated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never see myself. The main reason I don't see myself playing with a controller on MMO, because that kind of like when you're sitting back and you're on a controller, you're less likely to communicate with people. So when Joppa was saying I don't think it would hurt to bring controller support, I honestly, in my opinion, I think it would hurt a little bit, because if you're sitting back and you're just on the controller, you're not necessarily gonna want to put the controller down and type every 2 minutes.
That is true.
That's just my thoughts. I have lots of thoughts. Although it could be relaxing to hop on a controller every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find myself doing it too often though. I did play ESO for a little while.
How was that? Oh, I'm back, by the way. I forgot to say that.
Welcome back. It's repetitive, and I don't know, man. It's just like every other big superstar MMO. I think you had to put like 50 hours into it or more for it to get hard. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only thing that was difficult was like dungeons, but number one, people are on controllers if they're playing on the PlayStation. So like I was telling him, if they add controllers to a game like this, it's more likely that people won't chat, right? They're gonna be less
Yeah.
communicative. They got the
Mm-hmm.
controller in their hand. But I just didn't like the fact how it was instanced, and you met that one person and you probably never saw him again. Just go to the dungeon, you run through and then
Yeah.
and the stupid thing about it, bro, was that you would group up with people who were like 40, 50 levels higher than you, and you know how I love the challenge. Like I would get into a dungeon and be done with it in 3 minutes because the higher levels ran through and smashed it all in one hit. And then
Yeah.
it was just like they were just running through it to farm.
Hmm. That's too
And it's
bad.
no fun. Yeah, it's no fun to a new guy who's like, I want to experience this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I got burnt out on it pretty quick.
I think that other group left because they couldn't find a healer, and we can't find a tank.
Wow.
But I wonder where their tank went. Like, you know.
Right. Well, filling my bags up again.
Nice.
Yeah, out gathering like this, I wouldn't mind having a controller. My fingers start hurting after a while.
Yeah, that's why I don't let you live said earlier how he uses the shift for sprint. Dude, I tried that like the first 2 or 3 days playing Pantheon, and like my top of my hand was like hurting
Oh, you
After
remapped
holding
it.
shift. Yeah, I use F. I literally use F right there next to my WASD.
Well, when
I
I'm
hold
running,
down F.
a lot of times I'm using the mouse keys.
Yeah.
I wonder if this maple tree is bugged. Last time I came through here, it was chopped down but not looted, and same thing this just now is chopped down but not
No,
looted.
because somebody didn't loot it all the way. That's what happened. Somebody took the feather, but not the logs. I
Why?
don't understand why.
Yeah, bro. If they need feathers that bad, I'll give them a bunch of feathers. I'll trade you for the maple any day of the week,
Don't leave the maple when I'm on.
right?
Like I've seen people mine a node and take the rock, but not the coal.
Well,
I don't
coal's.
understand.
I mean, I can understand that a little bit more because coal's not really that
Nope.
good, and you can buy it. You know.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 100% on that one. Yeah, I guess you're right. But like all the other things, it's like those things you might as well just loot, throw in the bank, and give to somebody or sell it.
I totally
One of the
agree.
two.
Right. I have 2 stacks of coal in the bank, just in case we ever use it for something.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But the rest I just sell.
yeah. Like Casperite, I don't use Casperite, but I loot it every time I run into it because I never know when somebody's gonna need it.
Right.
Casperite's used for making copper.
Is it copper?
Mhm.
Like copper nuggets?
Yep.
Well, there we go. Nobody gets my Casperite anymore. Yeah, because the copper nuggets are used for the ash and bronze, and that's my T2 tool sets. Hey, one day we gotta make us up some I don't know what the name of it is, but you gotta use the potato, and it like ups your climbing skill, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No, but let me see if I can see it here.
So there's a recipe that you add a potato to it and something else. I don't
Golden
know
walnut
what.
and thyme.
Yeah,
Dimmoth baked potato.
yeah,
Climbing
that's it.
climbing speed plus 10. Yep. Golden walnut,
Yeah.
thyme, and golden potato.
So we're gonna have to make us some golden potatoes and just go mountain climbing one day and see how high we can get.
Yeah.
and and check out. I like it, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy just being able to adventure and mountain climb
Hmm.
sometimes. Just cool, man.
Yeah, I do. I've been burned on other games because I would go exploring and there was just like nothing there. So it's kind of like,
Yeah,
But like this game is different. There is stuff, there is stuff to find. So
right, right. Or just like Vanguard, I don't know. Like Vanguard, it doesn't feel the same to me like
no,
adventuring, right? Like
I
it's
agree.
almost like the world's so big and it doesn't have enough
Stuff to fill it. Yeah.
perception type things or things that stand out or
Points of
I don't know,
interest.
man.
Yeah.
It's right. Like the world just feels way different than Vanguard's world.
Right.
It feels like it wants you to adventure. And then when you adventure, it feels good to adventure.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how they captured that, but they've done it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally agree. When I was saying other games that burned me, I was thinking of Vanguard. I just don't like to talk bad about Vanguard. But if I'm being honest, there's been times I went and that was when it was live, of course, too. But
Yeah.
even more so now that it's not complete in its emulator stage. But yeah, I would go exploring and like I would run a long ways and like, oh, I ran all this way and there's nothing here. Cool, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless you found like a dungeon or something that
Right.
you could go, run through. That was a different story. But
Yeah.
it's like I think somebody said it in Joppa's chat the other day, like with the manor. Don't go underground. You have everything going underground right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw some towers and make us climb up, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
put some hallways with some mobs. And I don't know about you guys, but I love exploring like castles. Like I don't know if y'all played it, EQ2 Crushbone. The way that zone is designed, it's just awesome to go through and travel through. You know, it's got mobs on this corner and a jail cell, and you know, it just it just feels cool when you're working your way through like a castle area. You know.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I didn't play EQ2. I very, very briefly, so I don't know what you're referring to specifically in EQ2. But the concept
Yeah.
of what you're saying, yeah, I totally agree.
So I guess kind of like EQ. I guess like Carnor's Castle.
Mm-hmm.
You you know Carnor's Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kunark, yeah, like that, man. When you go in, you got this big open, you know, castle, and then you go down into the tight corridors and winding staircases with a mob here, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I like adventuring through like castles and stuff. It's fun
Yeah, for
to
sure.
push your way and see how far you can go. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Mayhawk says underground is basically underused content. I want to go underground and have it open up a whole new world. No water, it's hot, lava is the water. It's dark, look up and see the roof of the zone and have crystals be the stars at night. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's a pretty cool idea.
That is a cool concept. Like feel like you're in an open area but underground, like it just opens wide up.
Yeah,
That would be really cool.
yeah.
Vanguard did that a lot in different dungeons.
That one that we went in and didn't know if we were ever going to get out of. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
that one
about?
was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had fun in that one.
for sure.
I had fun in every dungeon I went in Vanguard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's the overworld that was boring to me.
Yeah, no, I hear
And
you.
it wasn't boring when I was fighting with you. It was just boring like when I was by myself. It's
Right.
like I said, like we were just now talking about. Like there's no adventure really to it.
Mm-hmm.
But like when we were in those dungeons and stuff, or even like the little side camps over there by the like if me and you had a full group, and you
Mm-hmm.
know those lizards that were right there by the water with the little camps or the huts and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude, like I could sit there for hours and camp that.
Yeah.
Like if we had a full group, like that was a cool concept. I love the fact that I love the way that was built. I like it. I'm just a sucker for camps. I love camps.
Yeah. Hey, Tali, you said the best thing is the maple buckler plate that to
Yep.
level up? Okay, perfect. That's what I thought you said.
That's what I used to level up with.
Just wanted to make sure I was remembering right.
Just gotta either buy or make the nails.
Yeah.
You can buy the nails from the woodworker over
Yeah.
in the corner.
Yeah. Thank you. They cheap.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, it seems.
you can shift
Go
click.
ahead. Go
You
ahead.
can. I'm sorry. You can shift click to like buy a full stack. I didn't know if you could or not, so I thought I'd try it, and you can.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, like in Vanguard,
yeah.
like in EverQuest. I mean.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can do that.
I didn't know that.
Now you know.
I just all click, 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 click.
And knowing is half the battle.
That's right, Yo Joe.
I've been making it a habit every time I go sell to buy bread, my stale bread.
Oh
with
yeah.
Water. I think it's really cool that I don't know if y'all have been completely out of water and out of food yet, but it's very bad debuff,
Yep, it is.
and
Been
I
there,
like
done
that. I like the fact that you have to keep up with that.
Yeah,
It's more immersive for me.
for sure.
Like that's what I was saying in Joppa stream, like with the light source. Tell me if you guys think this is a good idea. Like Okay, so you have, say, like coal, and then like, it's something small, not too difficult to make, like maybe 8 slot box or something, like as far as components and materials you would use to use it. But to make a lantern that would maybe last a couple hours, right? So
Hmm.
you always had to be stacked. You had to be stocked with it. Like, okay, I'm going out on an adventure. I'm leaving town. Let me make sure I have about 3 of them. When you're out, and then somebody else, like in EQ, people will be like, "Oh man, you got any food and water?" Like, like I
Yeah.
haven't been to town. Like I feel like that's a cool concept to the game where you have to be mindful of the materials you have and how long it's gonna last, right? Like, oh man, I only got one lantern. It's gonna last me like another 30, 40 minutes. It's only gonna
Hmm.
last me like 40 minutes. Does anybody else have a lantern so I can
Hmm.
pull? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool concept for the light source,
I
something
agree.
like that.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure.
Well, they are making a. All right, hold on. I'll let you live.
You don't have to do that.
I have extra.
Okay. Well, I'll take it because I want to level this up. Thank you very much.
Welcome. No, they're making a slot for the torch.
You want to go on an adventure with who? Drug Bud. Welcome in, by the way, Drug Bud. Nice to see you.
I'll go on an adventure with you.
Thanks for popping in. You want to go on an adventure with AK and his lantern? He said he'll hand you his torch. He or she. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume your gender there, Drug Bud. But yeah, he or she said they'll hand you their torch. AK.
See, that's the community we need in
That's
Pantheon.
right. Absolutely. He. Okay, it is a he. He said he will hand you his torch.
And I will offer him 5 silver.
5 silver. Man, right now 5 silver is nothing.
I know, I know, cheapo.
And not gay. Okay, well, hey, thanks for the clarification.
Oh man.
Hey, Drug Bud, press that follow button for me, man. Do me a favor. Hook a brother up.
Hit it like it owes you money.
That's right.
Sorry, Nathan.
Sweet.
Nathan Apox thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get to affiliate, and I need to get to 50 followers, so you just helped me out. I really appreciate that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell my sister and my friend to come follow you too.
Cool. Yeah, please do. So, Drug, you in game? You playing? What are you playing?
I'll log on my wife's Twitch account too and come follow you. So you
Sweet,
got 3
man.
followers coming.
Nice. Sure, keep streaming. This you'll get. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that encouragement. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still really new, so I'm not discouraged at all that I haven't got there yet. But definitely want to encourage everybody. 5 characters at level 10. Hey, that's real. That is so real. So we talk about that all the time. Me and trying to pick main for EA. Me and AK, we talk about that all the time. How there's so many classes in this game that just seem so fun and engaging, and it's just it's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one to main. I think I'm going to main the cleric at least until Druid come out, and then I'll give that a try. But I love the enchanter. I like the dire lord. Yeah, I've played a ranger a little bit, and that's a lot of fun. So yeah,
But it's so hard when you're like, man, I want to focus on one character.
right.
One character. I want to just,
Hey,
and it even makes it even harder in this game because you can play that one character. You don't get burnt out, and you can go craft, and you can go gathering.
Right,
You know.
exactly.
you should buy
Ranger and monk.
the lumber bulk schematics.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I should do that. How many does it let you do at a time?
5.
5. Cool.
Better than one.
Yeah. So
What level you got to be to do that? Sorry.
you're good.
Let me see here.
No, you're good.
Woodworking. Hold on here. Woodworking 18 to do bulk lumber.
Oh, okay. That's not too high.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, well, I was going to just say that, again, I know you're probably tired of hearing this, but in Vanguard, you could, as your skill went up, you could do, you started off where you could do 1, as your skill went up, you could go to 3, and then you could go to 5. But also, like, for carpentry, you would need, like, literally hundreds of boards to make a boat or a house. So you could get a drop that would let you do 10. But it was a drop off of a mob, so you had to find the right mob and then camp it until you got the drop, which I did.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, kind of a cool thing.
I like that idea. I like that idea where the crafting comes into the adventuring too, where
Yeah,
you can go
absolutely.
get, like, hey, okay, it makes more fun, like when you're out and you're adventuring, and then say that item drops, and everyone wants it,
Hmm.
because one, they're gonna sell it, especially when the game goes live, right?
Right.
Nobody's gonna be as giving, and and then the next person may want to use it for crafting. So everybody rolls. I always thought it was really cool when something drops to roll. That's why I feel like chained and stuff at the fort, it drops too often. It doesn't feel like it's important enough to me,
Yeah.
you know? But I get what you're saying about Vanguard, man. You could say Vanguard all day long because I see where the love comes from. I played it
Yeah.
with you, and that